Thailand has always been the jewel of Southeast Asia, a paradise where luxury meets affordability. But in 2025, something unexpected is shaking the entire tourism industry. Five-star hotels that once cost hundreds per night are suddenly slashing prices. Tourists arriving are stunned to find luxury suites at a fraction of their former cost. The question on everyone's mind is simple: why is this happening now? The answer lies in a dramatic crash in Thailand's tourism market. Bangkok's glittering skyline hides an uncomfortable truth. The flow of international visitors is slowing, and hotels are scrambling to fill empty rooms. It wasn't long ago that Thailand was setting tourism records. Crowded beaches, packed night markets, and hotel lobbies buzzing with foreign accents were the norm. Now, lobby chairs sit empty and restaurants wait for guests who never arrive. The once unstoppable tourism engine is showing its cracks. Industry insiders point to several causes behind this sudden decline. Each one reveals a story of changing travel habits, economic shifts, and global competition. One major factor is the rise of alternative destinations. Countries like Vietnam, Indonesia, and even the Philippines are pulling travelers away. Their beaches are pristine, their hotels modern, and their marketing aggressive. Tourists who once chose Thailand now scroll for alternatives that promise something new. Another factor is oversaturation. When too many hotels build at once, the market becomes flooded. Thailand's skyline filled with luxury towers, but not enough tourists arrive to match. As supply climbed higher, demand quietly slipped lower. And in economics, that always ends the same way: prices tumble. Then came global inflation and shifting travel priorities. Many travelers now seek budget experiences or once-in-a-lifetime trips, bypassing mid-range luxury. Thailand finds itself caught in the middle. Not budget enough to attract backpackers, not exclusive enough to lure ultra-rich travelers who seek Dubai or the Maldives. This identity crisis is hitting five-star hotels the hardest. Their entire model depends on high occupancy and steady tourist flow. So when planes arrive half empty and group tours shrink, panic sets in. Hotels would rather drop prices than watch suites stay vacant. A luxury resort in Phuket once charged $500 a night. Today, the same ocean view suite can be booked for $180. In Bangkok, rooftop hotels offering infinity pools and skyline views have halved their prices. Guests sip cocktails on rooftops that used to be fully booked, now eerily quiet. For travelers, this crash looks like a golden opportunity. But for hoteliers, it feels like a nightmare. Staff who once served celebrities now hustle for smaller tips. Chefs who prepared elaborate buffets now work with cut budgets and fewer diners. Some hotels even close wings or entire floors to cut costs. Hallways stay dark, doors locked, as management fights to survive. The Thai government has noticed the slowdown. Policies are being debated, from visa changes to tax breaks for hotels. But even incentives may not solve the deeper issue. The competition for tourist dollars is more global and fierce than ever. Air travel routes also play a role. When airlines cut direct flights to Thai cities, travelers reroute to nearby nations instead. Connectivity drives tourism. Without it, even paradise feels far away. Another element is reputation. Social media once made Thailand a dream destination, but viral stories of overcrowding, scams, or rising crime hurt its image. Tourists scroll TikTok and YouTube, seeing warnings that make them hesitate. And hesitation kills bookings faster than price drops can fix. Local businesses are already feeling the squeeze. Street vendors, tuk-tuk drivers, and tour guides complain of shrinking incomes. Markets once alive with laughter and bargaining now feel subdued. Tourism isn't just about hotels, it's the lifeblood of entire communities. Yet for travelers who still come, it feels surreal. Luxury once reserved for the wealthy now comes with discount tags. A couple checking into a five-star hotel in Chiang Mai whispers in disbelief. They booked their suite for less than the cost of a two-star in Europe. The buffet stretches before them, filled with gourmet dishes. But only a handful of tables are occupied, and staff hover, waiting for guests who never come. This strange contrast creates a haunting atmosphere. Luxury feels cheapened, not by the quality, but by the emptiness around it. Bangkok nightlife also shows signs of decline. Clubs that once charged hefty entry fees now hand out free drink coupons just to lure people in. The famous Khao San Road, once shoulder to shoulder with backpackers, feels less crowded. Bars blast music into streets where only a fraction of the usual crowd dances. It's not just foreign visitors disappearing. Domestic travelers, facing higher living costs, are spending less on luxury trips. Hotels that relied on weekend getaways from locals are struggling too. Even Thai families now opt for budget stays or shorter trips. Tourism boards once boasted of 20 million annual visitors. But projections now fall far short of those numbers. Analysts warn that without major changes, Thailand risks losing its crown as Asia's tourism hub. And five-star hotels are paying the heaviest price. One executive admitted privately that discounts are the only survival strategy. He said, "We're not competing with other hotels, we're competing with the fear of empty rooms." And that fear is driving decisions across the country. When luxury is cheaper than ever, the story isn't success, it's survival. The crash has also created winners in unexpected places. Travelers who never dreamed of staying in five-star hotels now brag about their luxury stays on social media. Instagram fills with photos of rooftop infinity pools and golden sunsets. But behind the lens, hotel managers are counting losses, not likes. This shift creates a strange paradox. The more affordable luxury becomes, the less exclusive it feels. Exclusivity is the essence of five-star branding. Once that aura is gone, rebuilding prestige is almost impossible. Some luxury chains are trying creative strategies. They bundle spa treatments, airport pickups, and private tours into discounted packages. Others rebrand their image to appeal to digital nomads. High-speed Wi-Fi and long-stay discounts turn once glamorous hotels into co-working retreats. This pivot works for some, but not all. The average tourist still expects the sparkle of exclusivity, not the grind of remote work. Meanwhile, boutique hotels face their own struggles. They can't slash prices as deeply, leaving them squeezed between hostels and luxury giants. In beach towns like Krabi and Koh Samui, locals whisper about ghost resorts. Beautiful properties sit half empty, with staff waiting endlessly for arrivals. The eerie quiet contrasts with the vibrant energy Thailand is famous for. Visitors who do arrive often remark how strange it feels. Tourism downturns also affect cultural heritage. Temples and landmarks see fewer donations from visitors, reducing funds for preservation. Even elephants, once central to tourist attractions, are impacted. Sanctuaries depend on entry fees that have sharply declined. But the biggest impact is psychological. Thailand's identity as a global tourism leader feels shaken. For decades, Amazing Thailand campaigns drew millions. Now the slogan feels like a reminder of a golden age slipping away. Some experts argue this is just a correction. Tourism had overheated, and a reset was inevitable. Others warn of lasting damage if confidence isn't restored. In travel, perception spreads faster than truth, and right now perception is fragile. Every viral TikTok about empty resorts reinforces the decline. Every YouTube vlog of deserted streets fuels hesitation. The cycle continues until change interrupts it. But change in tourism takes years, not weeks. Local hoteliers admit desperation has set in. One said, "We would rather sell a room at 50% than let it rot at zero." And that is the heart of the crash. Luxury is being sold like clearance stock, eroding its very definition. For visitors, this moment feels like a once-in-a-lifetime hack. For Thailand, it feels like survival on borrowed time. The government is already shifting focus. New campaigns target wealthier tourists from the Middle East and China. Yet competition remains fierce. Dubai, Bali, and Singapore all chase the same high-spending visitors. Infrastructure investments are also planned. New airports and transport links aim to boost connectivity and convenience. But infrastructure takes years to build. Meanwhile, hotel managers must face the reality of half-empty lobbies today. Tourism workers feel the pinch most sharply. Waiters, cleaners, and taxi drivers see their earnings cut almost overnight. Families depending on steady tourist income are now struggling. The ripple effect spreads beyond resorts into entire villages. Still, Thailand's resilience shouldn't be underestimated. The country has survived crises before, from political unrest to pandemics. Each time, tourism eventually bounced back stronger. But the scars of this crash may linger longer. The global traveler has changed since 2020. They crave authenticity, value, and uniqueness more than sheer luxury. Thailand must adapt or risk fading from the top tier of destinations. And adaptation will mean redefining what five-star truly means. Already, some innovators are experimenting. Resorts add cultural workshops, wellness retreats, and ecotourism to stay relevant. The future may belong to those who embrace more than marble lobbies. Experience, not extravagance, will become the new currency. For now, though, travelers enjoy a rare moment. 5-star luxury in Thailand costs less than mid-range stays elsewhere. A young backpacker laughs while checking into a resort once priced beyond imagination. He films a TikTok showing a bathtub with a skyline view, captioned "How is this real?" But what's real is the financial strain behind that bathtub. For every guest amazed at the deal, a manager worries about sustainability. If demand doesn't recover, deep discounts will become the new normal. And if that happens, the 5-star brand may never regain its old shine. Industry experts warn that constant discounts create a trap. Once travelers expect cheap luxury, raising prices again feels impossible. This is Thailand's dilemma today. Save hotels in the short term or preserve prestige in the long run? The answer isn't simple. And the wrong move could reshape the nation's tourism identity for decades. Travelers will remember Thailand as the place luxury was cheaper than ever. But insiders will remember it as the moment the system cracked. The crash isn't just about hotels, it's about perception. And perception is what makes or breaks tourism. For now, the beaches remain beautiful, the temples serene, and the food unforgettable. But beneath the beauty, an industry quietly bleeds. The irony is painful. Thailand's greatest strength, its global popularity, may have fueled its downfall. Too many hotels, too much growth, and too little adaptation. The perfect storm that created today's bargains. So the next time you see a 5-star suite at half price, remember this. You're not just witnessing a deal, you're witnessing an industry in crisis. Thailand's tourism crash is a story of paradise under pressure. And whether it recovers will depend on choices made today. Because luxury may be cheap right now, but the true cost could be Thailand's reputation as Asia's tourism crown jewel.